So looking towards the future of the iPhone 15, as most of you know, this is one of those iPhones that, is probably going to be a very good iPhone to buy for the next couple of years. I do think if you're going to go and pick up any iPhone, I think the iPhone 15 is one of the best ones you can definitely purchase, and it's one of those devices I'm going to look at for many, many years from now. However, there is one big thing to keep in mind about the iPhone 15s that is probably going to change with this particular iPhone, and that is when it comes down to the resale value of these particular iPhones in the future. Now, you all know this by now, but when you're going to go through and pick up an iPhone like the iPhone 15, these particular devices, as most of you know, are probably going to be getting a limited version of an experience compared to some of the competition. So you know this by now, but when you're looking at something like the iPhone 15 Pro, that particular iPhone is going to be giving you an overall better experience in probably every single way from a hardware perspective. But now that the software perspective has now changed with Apple Intelligence and all those things that we've talked about so many times, that is really given a little bit of a different change and a different aspect with the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15. When you're comparing the two, it genuinely just doesn't make a lot of sense to go and buy something like the iPhone 15 if the iPhone 15 Pro is going to be the main iPhone and the main device in general that Apple's going to really want people to go and buy. So what is, even the point of making this video? In my personal opinion, because of that, I think there's a very high likelihood where when you're going to go through and pick up an iPhone, I think there's a very high likelihood the iPhone 15 model, like those particular devices, are probably going to not last as long in terms of software support as the iPhone 15 Pros. But also, I think the resale value of the iPhone 15 Pro is, going to be exponentially higher than it could have been before. And I think the gap between the iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 in terms of the resale value in the future is probably going to be higher than we've ever seen between one iPhone and the other. And I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. We've seen this a couple times before, but I do think when it kind of comes down to this situation, I think there's a very high likelihood something like this could end up happening. Now, I hope it doesn't. I hope, these iPhones are the same price as they were before in terms of the, gaps between them, like previous iPhones. But you never know what's going to end up happening. And I definitely do think that is a very high likelihood here. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. So if I were you, if you do have an iPhone as of this point, you're probably better off buying something like an iPhone 15 Pro as of this point. If you can go and swing for something in the used market, maybe buying the iPhone 15 Pro might make a lot more sense for the average person out there. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.